Okay, so let's start the Greek class. There's a few new people, a few who've been coming. So I wanted to see everybody. You got to share the chart. So Yanis is asking.
Yes.
I want to see how everybody is feeling so far. I know we're moving a little slow. We have to repeat things because we have to get the basis down. In time, when we have the basis down, I have another person who's very good at Greek who will take it on, start learning a little bit of modern Greek, how to lead some other things with better pronunciations. But for now, I want us just to get the basics down so that we can then work towards that, read some scripture passage and some other things. And at the end of next week and at the end of last week, we kind of saw, even with the simple words that we've started out now, how we can make out some of the biblical verses in the Septuagint, New Testament and Old Testament, how we were able to translate some things only with very limited knowledge of Greek already, and just think about what could happen once you be able to follow along in the liturgy, reading the Bible in Greek, and how much more it is better to understand. And we showed some of the errors that happens in interpretation, how an interpretation is actually a translation is an interpretation, and how some translators were incorrectly or deceitfully interpreting things with the mind of changing translation. Like you use the word tradition or some other things, and we should just be able to go back, and with this class giving the ability to look back at the root words, at the original, to be able to see, okay, well, this is not correct, okay? How is everybody feeling? Let's just do a quick run through it. Everybody giving a minute. How are you feeling so far?
Right, guys, yeah, go ahead. Angie is putting a thumbs up. Victor, what do you say?
Yeah, everything is good. And I tried to practice this week a little bit. So, yes, Father, everything is good. Thanks.
Okay.
Julia has a thumbs up. George, how are you doing?
I'm doing much better, but I'm ready to be humbled.
I'm proceeding slowly. It's I'm a big fan of immersion, so I think things kind of slowly click for me. Magda puts her thumbs up. If anybody else wants to comment, I think we got a good number of feedback. Go ahead, Father.
I shared what somebody was asking for the book. I shared it in the group. So what we did so far is there was like, so far I was sharing the video of the alphabet with pronunciations. If you haven't, listen to it as you're walking, as you're doing things. Secondly, we had the app which shows a little bit how to do the writings, to go through the various letters, uppercase and lowercase. If you haven't, go back and practice a little bit. And then I shared Quizlet that had the first chapter vocab, and to really get down some of the vocab. And now last week we went a little bit more into endings. Okay, in the endings we spoke a little bit, we separated the root word from the endings. And if you look at the root word, it becomes easier. Okay, John, I will share it with you afterwards. When you change, if you separate the root word and the endings, it makes it easier to be able to decipher to which person you're speaking to. Are you speaking to a second person, which is like you, the third person, he, she, it? Are you speaking about the first person, I? And then singular versus plural, we, you all, or like the respectful you, and they, essentially. Okay, so one of the things I also told you was try to go through the endings to be able to decipher it. And I think the best way to go through it right now is, let's go one time through on page 10. You know what, let's go first through again. Can you hear me?
Should I stop sharing that? Or should
Actually, share it, just share it.
Okay.
Let's go through that again before we go through page 10. I don't want to move too fast. Okay?
Yeah. I'm actually right now writing everything down as if like in a notebook, and I'm gonna share it too, so we can have the vocab on the same page. And then just the endings on the bottom, so it can be like a single page. Maybe it'll help moving forward.
Sounds good. And then what you shared is actually the present active indicative.
Oh, it's not in, oh yeah, it's indicative.
The
So
very top.
infinitive
The
for both.
infinitive is the bottom,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm
Just be
sorry.
careful. No, just you don't want to confuse people. So let's try to do this, the singular and the plural, with the words we have, the vocab we have on page 7. We have roughly 6. We have 12 words. Roughly 8 or 9 of them are verbs. Is anybody comfortable to take one of the verbs and try to declench it?
Like you mean like
Take that, take Thello and go through the chart.
okay. All right. Okay. Thello,
Okay, wait 1 second. If you want to choose Thello, what is the root here? What doesn't change? Which 3 letters?
the fifth, well, let me look at the word. The first two don't change.
The first 3 letters, theta, epsilon, lambda,
yeah.
tel. Everybody, when you look at that word, try to just remember tel and like cut off the last word, letter, the omega, okay? And that part, the last part, you can add what Stavrula is sharing on the screen. It's making it second person, third person, okay? So go through it and show us, George, how it's done.
All right. Thello, Thelis, Theli, Thelomen, Telete, Thelisin. I always have trouble with the last one.
That's because it's that's the biblical Greek. It's usin.
So that would be Thelusin.
Yes, in modern Greek it would be the omicron epsilon nin ending, belun. Okay, but let's just keep that for now. Somebody else wants to try something, another verb.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Victor.
All right, sure. I'll do Lego. So it's Lego. Leg-
1 second, 1 second. The G has to be more pronounced. Lego.
Lego.
Better, yes.
Okay. Lego. Legis.
Legis. The G has
Legis.
to be a little stronger, like more pronounced.
Okay. Legis. Legi. Legomen. Legate. Oh, the last one is Legoskisi. Oh, no,
Legosin.
Legosin. All right.
Okay,
Legos.
good job.
I'll do grapho. I grapho, you graphis.
Wait 1 second. Irenaeus.
Yes.
Grafo.
Grapho. Is that good?
Yes,
Grapho.
better.
I grapho, you graphis.
Graphis.
He, you graphis. He,
Yes.
graphi. We, graphomen. You all, graphete. They, graphusin.
And then you can also use the modern Greek if you want to write it on the sides. It's the omicron epsilon nita, graphon. Okay, I would write that on the side to study it both at the same time. Because eventually, too, we're going to go a little bit into modern Greek so you can read some of the books as well. Let's keep going. Next one. Thank you, Irenaeus. Nobody have shyness in this class. We're all making mistakes. We're all learning together. Nobody's going to laugh at each other. We're all going. So be bold, make mistakes so we can work on it. Because sometimes your mistake is somebody what else is doing, or your questions is something that somebody else. So be bold and let's just keep going so we can, everybody makes practice, everybody can practice.
Angie,
Hi, can I try Didaco?
Yes, didasco.
Oh, Didasco, sorry. Okay, so Didasco, Didaskis, Didaski, Didaskomen, Didascote, Didasku,
Didaskete.
Didaskete, Didauski, wait, I don't know the last one, Didausi, Didaskosi,
Okay, let's do the root. What's the root of didasco?
Didask,
Okay, drop the last letter and put like a Lego piece, the plural they.
okay, so Usi,
Yes, so
so
didas,
Didaskusi,
didascosin. Good job.
okay, thank you.
Okay, so gradually, for those who just joined, we also have some other words. Look at them. Look at them, the vocabulary, go through them, go to the Quizlet. John, I'm going to share them again on the WhatsApp so you can go through them. But we're going to have practical experience. So have maybe page 7 open on one hand or on one screen. And let's try page 10 again. We're going to do the practice and review, and we're going to start with number 1. Try not to look on the English notes on the sides. So,
Can I try? I believe.
yes, go ahead.
So it's pisteno, the verb.
Okay, do that.
Pisteno,
Pistevo.
yes. Pistevo. Pistevis. Pistevi. Pistevom. Pistevomen. Pistevete. Pistemosin. Pistemosin.
Pistevosin. Yeah, the last one is hard. Pistevosin.
Okay,
Good job.
thank you.
Father, can I say something? I think a common thing that I've seen when it comes to it's seeing those 4 letters for the usin. Just remember it's like usin. But I feel like there's like a little there's like some discrepancy here thinking it's like an E or something. Maybe it's also because the way I wrote it, I don't know. But it's it's an usin sound. So it's almost like a
Yes.
OU. Just treat it
Yes.
like an OU, usin. I mean, not with that much stress and it, just oozing. Yeah.
Yes. So let's try to do the practice and review on page 10. Number 1. Anybody wants to try? You're
I'll
gonna
try.
have help.
I'll try.
So read it first, fully.
All right. Ginoskomen, oti, pistevete, ki thelete, didaske, let me see, how do I? Didaskinin, right?
Didaskin. Inoskomen, oti, pistevete, kethelete, didaskin. Okay, it's not the best word sentence in English, but we're just working with just chapter 1 so far. So, so when now we're gonna go, this is what is the rule for the class. I know it's gonna be repetitive, but you're gonna say present, active, indicative. First person, plural. Okay? So you say in a second, gnoskomen, present, active, indicative, first person, plural. Okay? And then next word, oti is that, preposition. We don't have to go through it. Pistevete. First, present, active, indicative, second person, plural. Because as we're gonna go, we're gonna have to break down some words. Okay, let's try that for now. So George, you want to try to translate the first sentence?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So Ginoskomen is we know, because the men at the end is we, as in a plural, so it's multiple people.
You could just
Right.
say first person plural. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, first person plural. And then otis that. Pistevete is you believe, right?
Yes.
That would be second. No, that'd be second person plural, as in you all believe.
Yes.
Telete is you wish, or you all wish. And then
Present. So you say present active indicative, and then you have to say definitely second person plural.
oh, okay. So that would be second person plural. And didaskin, that would be to teach.
And what is that called? Present active?
Oh, that's infinitive, right?
Yes. Why am I doing this? Because eventually we're going to have future, past, we're going to have active and passive. So that way it's going to become later on, it will build on things. That's what I'm doing right now. Don't get scared. It's just so that you can break down words later on. It's going to get easy. Could you translate the whole sentence, George?
Yeah. We know that you believe you wish to teach.
Okay.
We know that you believe you all wish to teach.
Sounds good. Good job. Next one, number 2. Okay, next number 2.
I'll try to go next. Ako ke blepo oti adelphi graphi.
Okay, let's do aku.
Aku.
Okay. What
Aku
person?
Aku is first person singular. So that would be ako means see, which means I see.
Aku, 1 second. Think of acoustics.
Oh, okay. So it would be I hear.
Yes.
All right. And ke is and blepo.
Blepo.
Blepo. So blepo.
Blepo. Sorry.
All right. So blepo means I see. Since we have O, that is first person singular again. So that means I hear and see. Oti means that. Adelphi means sister, and graphi. Well, I know it's a third person singular, but I don't know what graphi means. I'll go look. Can I go look back?
Yeah. Go back, look.
Okay. Graph. It's graphi. Oh yeah. So graphi means right. So
Yes.
now it means he or she can write. So so the sentence could be ako ke blepo oti adelphi graphi, which could mean I can see and hear that sisters can write.
Father, you're muted.
Okay, sorry about that. So because we didn't learn about articles yet, we can't use the V. So Adelphi is a because it doesn't have an article yet. So for right now, everything is a, just a single occurrence. And we didn't really learn right yet, can yet. So it's that sister writes.
Sister,
Okay.
right.
It's not the best English translation, but again, we're just chapter 1. We're going over simple things, and as we build on articles and other things, the sentence become more meaningful. Okay, good job.
Thanks,
Victor.
Mike.
Oh, by the way, Father, I want to add that something that could help, that's helped me, is that I would basically write the word, like write down the sentence, and then I'll write the English translation right under. So it'll get me like learning the endings of how to connect the sentence together.
You want to show an example how you do it? Help maybe somebody?
Yeah, it's on my camera right now. You can see it. Do you see my camera?
Yes.
So
For anybody who wants to try it this way, that's also a way you can do it. All right. Somebody wants to try number 3. Number 3, someone? No takers?
I could go again.
Can,
but
can I
would
try
like
that
much-
one actually?
Yeah.
Did somebody else
Um,
go?
Father, can I try for number 3? Oh, wait.
Yes, go ahead.
Λέγεις ότι αδελφός Lee, how would you pronounce, is it Lee or you say Louis? I don't know.
Lee.
Lee, right?
Yes.
Λέγεις ότι αδελφός Lee ου πιστεύομεν. You say that brother loosens.
It's also to destroy.
Yeah, you say that brother destroys. We don't believe.
Good job. Next one.
I have a question when it comes, I think I probably asked this last time, honestly, but how do you know who's the subject of this sentence? Like,
We will get down to it
is
in
it
the
because
next
it's in the,
3
is it
chapters.
because it's, sorry, Father, is it because it's very simple that it's just in the order, because it's in the right order?
Yes, for now, but
now, right?
eventually it won't. Because
Yeah,
we'll have the nominative case, the direct object, the indirect object. So we're going to go into the various cases, and that's why it will become more important which case it's being used. So is it the vocative, the nominative,
yeah,
the active
Genitive.
object, the genitive, accusative versus dative. So we're going to get into that, and that will give explanation, because order works for now, but eventually order won't matter as much. And that becomes important for translating certain verses or understanding certain verses, or in hymnology, because it will give different meanings, what you put where.
Father, I have a pedagogical suggestion. It's my impression that here we have the biggest part of the group are beginners.
Yes.
So I think this is a little bit advanced entry point, like where you and Stavrul are coming in, which of course it's good to expose the students to, but I would choose a different. I'm going to let you do the classes the way you want it, but my suggestion is to take a text. For example, we can learn the Vasilev Uranie, which is something that many people may not know. It's the opening prayer of the Orthros. And starting with that, we learn how to read. And little by little, phrase by phrase, we introduce the grammatic elements, and little by little the grammar is going to start revealing itself, and also its purpose into the text. But I'm afraid if I were a beginner, I would be flummoxed by the detail of the grammar, and I don't want to discourage people. That's my suggestion.
No, you have a point, and your way is natural. This is just the way they do it at seminary. We went through this book for non-speakers to give us the basic grammar, and then we went through texts. It's just the way it was taught to me when I went to seminary. That's the way the school and the professors came together and came up with this system, and that's what they do also in Harvard and other places. I do believe to read it at first and to hear it is more natural, and to just do the normal pronunciations. That's why I gave them the videos, and then hopefully that once we go through 4 or 5 chapters of this one, I was hoping to then start bringing in prayers actually, and just repeating the prayers and being able to break them down.
Okay.
Father, can I try the next sentence?
Yes.
Heli, Adelphi,
Feli,
Heli,
Feli, the TH.
Heli, Heli,
Feli, the TH, like the tongue has to come a little bit out, like the thanks in English, but stronger.
Heli, Heli,
Feli,
Heli, Adelphi,
Adelphi,
Adelphi, Aquin, U, wait, just a second. Ginosko. So Telly, she believes, sister, she believes. No, so sister, she wishes.
Okay, 1 second. What does a semicolon say to
Oh,
us?
oh, semicolon question.
Yes.
Does the sister wish to listen?
Yes. As sister. We don't have the articles yet.
Does a sister wish to listen?
And what's the answer?
I don't know.
Good job. Somebody else wants to try the next one.
Number 5.
Somebody else, George.
All right.
Right, folks, if you're not tried it, please go ahead and try. There is no problem trying and failing. We are just walking, we're going to fall. We're just learning to walk. We're going to fall. Don't worry about it. Who would like to go next? Nobody?
Okay, if nobody really wants to try, don't be shy. But if you really don't, if you can't do it, let's try somebody else. Somebody who has gone, you can go again.
Okay, I can try, but I'm not sure.
Okay, good job. Go ahead. Good job.
Illusi, que, an, Velomen. Vlepin.
Good
Okay.
job. Let's try.
So, leuci is from the verb I say.
And listen.
I loosen.
Πολύ αγενής.
I don't, I don't know. It's, they lose. And not Velomen. Velomen. And not want. Yeah. I don't know. Could you help me?
Father, you're on mute.
Oh,
Mensen, we.
So sorry, I was trying to help and I was on mute. So, so u thelo would mean I don't wish or I don't want. U
Okay.
thelis is you don't want. U theli is he, she, it doesn't want. U thelumen is we don't want. U thelete is you all don't want. U thelusin is they don't want.
okay.
Which one out of them is it?
So,
Right?
then-
Try to look at the first three words of 3-4 letters, cut it, and look at the ending. And look at Stavrula's chart.
I don't
Uh,
I don't have
On
it
page 7.
I don't
yes,
Oh,
it's
nice one.
okay. Yes, I see. So, Thelomen, it's, I mean, on Thelomen is, Thelomen is, we don't want.
Good job.
Okay. Vle, vlepen, vlepin.
That one is different because it's the infinitive. So that one is, if you look at the chart Stavrula wrote, if it has that E, epsilon, iota, nita, the EIN ending, it's to
Okay.
rise, to run.
To see.
Good job. Could you try to do it all together?
Oh.
They, right? They destroy and we
Don't want. We don't want to see.
good job, you got it. Good job for
Okay.
stepping up.
Thank you.
So everybody, please step up like that. We're gonna go through it. That's how everybody's learning. And I'm also sorry, in persons will be very different from next week. We'll have a chart, we'll have a board. So it's much easier than online. This is not supposed to be done online. Let's go with 6. Somebody wants to try? And if nobody steps up in the next 2-3 minutes, somebody who's gone can go again. I want to give everybody the chance.
I can go, Father.
Sounds good.
Adelphos λέγει ότι θέλει γραφήν και διδασκήν. A brother talks.
Yes. Or says.
A brother says that he wants to write and learn.
To teach.
Oh,
Didaskin.
teach.
Good job.
Okay.
Number 7.
Good job, Magda.
Πιστεύεις ότι αδερφός και αδερφή βλέπουσιν. So
Okay.
you believe that brother and sister see.
Yes. How many? So it's a brother and a sister because we don't have the articles yet.
Right, brother and brother. Okay, and I see what you're saying. Okay.
Now,
That they-
what is the last symbol in that sentence?
The vlepusin. Oh, a question. It's a question that
So
they
how
will see.
how would you say it again as a question?
Do you believe that the brother sister see, that they
And
see?
how would you read that in Greek?
Πιστεύεις ότι ο αδερφός και αδερφή βλέπουσιν?
Exactly. Good job. Magda, so if I would ask you the first words,
Yeah.
could you give me the grammatical breakdown what we did? So I did I'm going to show you an example. Present, active, indicative, first person, second person, singular, second person. Would you do that same now with vleposin?
So vleposin would be the third person plural.
Good job. And present active?
Yeah, present.
Is it an infinitive or an indicative?
I'm not, is it?
Infinitive.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not, I'm not understand. I didn't understand the grammar part of that with the infinitive and indicative. So yes, I'm sorry. So you said
Good.
What is it, Father?
It's the infinitive.
Infinitive. Thank you.
Good job. I wasn't trying to break you. I was just trying to show that in the next few chapters, we're going to also have to understand those things, but you just build on it. As Yanni said, it sounds scary and you don't want to get lost. Don't be lost. We're going to really build up. Sometimes it will happen in like chapter 3, chapter 4. Things will click and make a little bit more sense so that we can start building on reading text and understanding them. So we're going to get there.
Thank you.
A suggestion is take each of these examples and try at home to rewrite them, but try to use dashes to separate each syllable. You have to learn now. You are even in preschool right now, so you have to learn to syllabize. So try to do that mental exercise, and little by little, your eyes will start to be able to see the syllables without separating them. But at this stage, it's going to be very helpful to you.
Beautiful.
Somebody wants to try 8.
I will try. Ginosko, OT, Adelphos, Legi, Ke, Hook, Akois.
Akuis.
Akuis.
Okay, let's break it down.
Ginosko. I know
Yes.
that, OT, that. Brother,
How many brothers? It just not just brother.
a brother. Speaks. Brother, he speaks. And not listen.
Who doesn't listen?
The brother.
No, look at the ending of the last word.
And you do not listen.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job. Number 9, someone?
Go, Sami.
Okay. Adelphi διδασκεί και θέλομεν ακούειν. A sister teaches and we want to listen.
Good job. You see how like there it's 2 verbs back to back. So far, we've never had that. That only happens if the second verb is the infinitive, right? You can't say in English, I run, sleep, right? Or I run, jump. You say I run to jump or something like this, right? You have to have the 2 in between. So that's why the infinitive is important there as well. So May, since you called on Samuel, does it mean he can call on you too for the next one?
Yes. Yes, yes.
No, everybody's
You can do-
volunteer. Whoever wants to go,
You can
pretend.
do the next one.
No!
Yes.
No, really?
Yeah, really.
We're here to help.
Okay.
Come.
Où
Yes.
de l'eau
Fellow. It has to be like the TH, but stronger. Like in thanks.
Fellow.
Yeah, good job.
l- Louin, Liin,
Yes, it's like 3 E's in a row, almost 3 I's.
Fellow, Inoskin, Oti, Adelphos, Piste, Pistemi,
Stevi.
Pistevi, Pistevi.
Good. As Yanni said, if you listen to the video, it's gonna break down in the vowels and the diphthongs to make it sound like one word coming together. But you did good job in pronunciation, everything. But like ginoskin, oti, adelphos, pistevi.
Okay. So,
So try to translate it. The
yeah. I don't wish, I don't want to uh, lean, lean,
What is
lean is to say,
no? No, it's to destroy.
to destroy. I don't want to destroy. The law I want. Want this. Skin. I want to. What is skin? I want to know that oti, that, adelphos, brother, pistemi, pistevi, believe. I want. Oh, no. Adelo, I want to know that. What is Adelphos?
Brother.
Brother, believe. I want that. Brothers believes.
Okay, so again, those sentences are not very sounds the best sentences because we have limited vocab. I don't want to destroy. I want to know what that a brother believes. They're not very complex sentences because we have limited vocab so far.
Okay.
So don't be discouraged that it doesn't make so much sense. They're not great sentences to start out with. But downstairs, just look at where it says LXX, which is the Roman letters for 70. It's the Septuagint. We spoke about this, the Bible. But even if you just look at 5, it's a quote by Daniel when he's essentially attacking idols. He says, Uv leposin, ke uk akusin, ke uk ginoskusin. Can you see it's like the third person plural and all negatives? And with the verbs we already went through, they don't see, and they don't hear, and they don't understand. Right? So it just shows like a little bit with the words, the basic words that we've gone through, some of the grammar. You can already go through some of the essentially Bible verses, and it shows some other verses that have that. But don't get stressed up over it. That's just sometimes in the end of the chapters they add them to just give some encouragement. That you can start reading some Bible verses. If you want to go on lesson 2, which is English to Greek, try to do that one at home, and we're going to start the next lessons with that. It's just to go through the Greek, the English, we hear, and to try to write it. Akusamen, that, oti, a brother, adelphos, wishes, theli, right? And then to believe, pistevisin. So try to write this down if you can. And we're gonna we're gonna start the next class with it. And again, for those who just joined, try to listen to the vocab. I have Quizlet. I'll share it again. It has vocab from lesson 2. It will now have the vocab from lesson 3. Try if you are a little bit want to maybe start going to lesson 3 to the vocab on Quizlet and the vocab from lesson 2. Listen to the alphabet that was shared. We're going to share all of that again in the WhatsApp group. We're going to share the book again. And Stavrula will share her chart so you can go a little bit through the endings. And next week, God willing, we'll be in person. And when it's in person, it's a lot easier because then we can go through the board, we can underline. It's going to be different than online.
And the endings, you have to learn them like a little poem. I don't know, Father, did you? I was not in the first lesson, but that's how the endings, like, you have to learn them as a poem, like o is I, ume ete un, and keep repeating these rhyme, and then that's how you're gonna learn them.
That's an amazing point. That's exactly what we did at seminary. We had to do it like a little song and walk from class to class.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that helps a lot if you make it somewhat melodic.
Yes. So o is I, ume ete un, and then keep repeating it. O is I, ume, ete, un, and then it's gonna become like a poem, and then that's gonna stick with your head. So every time you will have to improvise and find out which ending it is, then you're gonna have the poem. And the same goes, by the way, for the alphabet. I don't know, Stavroula, have you taught them how to?
I didn't,
to-
I wasn't there for the alphabet, but yeah, what you're
Okay.
saying really makes sense. That's what helps me. I go, oh, is, omen, umen, ete, usin. Oh, I scan in my brain. That's what I try to do. So that's really the key there. And you're just finding the key that unlocks what the word is, right? You're putting the right key in the right lock. So the key, the ending of the word, and the lock is the root of the word. So you're putting the key in the right lock. That's really what it is.
So for example, take the word thelo, and for the first time, maybe write the chart down 10 times and try to write it without it. And then try to change the thelo, thelis, and just write it down a few times so you get used to changing the ending.
Yeah,
Everything
and you
is
should
repetition.
and you should
And it's just
and you should practice the conjugation of the verbs, and the same is going to apply also when the nouns are introduced. That's called declensions. But the conjugations of the verb, like take the verb grafo. So grafo, you have to recite the entire conjugation like a poem. Don't try to put it in sentences. That's a little bit too advanced. So first learn all the conjugation by recitation. Grafo, graphis, graphi. Graphomen, graphete, graphusin. And repeat it 10 times. And then you're gonna go to thelo. Thelo, thelis, theli. Thelumen, thelete, thelusin. And then these are the easy verb, and this is so start practicing, because that's gonna start in your brain organizing the different persons, plural, singular, and stuff like that. And this is the active voice, so it's a good and easy way to systematize that.
Sounds good. If you have any question or comments, put in the group chat or things or methods that you are learning on how we can help you to study and to learn. We're meeting next week, same time, in person at St. George. And we're going to share all the material one more time if you joined recently into the group. Have a good night, and God be with all of you and inspire and guide you.
thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father.
In ευχή σας, Father.